What's up, everybody? Welcome finally to my channel. My name is Donovan Smoot if you don't know me. For those of you who do know me from the D3, welcome. Glad that you can make it. And I know that a lot of you have been asking, like, Don, when are you going to start posting on your personals? Don, when's the show coming? We're here. So I'm going to get to my setup, and then we're going to talk about something that I really need to talk about with you guys. So let's get into it.
Do you have a gambling problem?
No, I enjoy it. It's a hobby. If I had a problem, I'd be starving. I'd be hawking this watch. My championship rings, I would sell my house. I would do this. My wife would left me, or she'd be starving, or my kids would be starving. I do not have a problem. I enjoy gambling.
Is the NBA going to be okay? And I asked that only because everybody gambles now. And it's a problem. It's a serious problem for a couple reasons. And one of the main reasons why I really wanted to make this video and talk about this is because I don't want to seem hypocritical. So we're going to say that off the first rip. Because one, I like to dabble, right? I like to throw a little something here, a little something there. I do that from time to time. And so I don't want to come out here and bash sports betting and then at the same time talk to you guys about odds and favorites and do all that stuff. So that's one. So I want you guys to understand it's okay to sports bet. I'm not ever going to blame anybody for doing any of that. What I am going to blame people for, and what I do have a problem with, is mixing sports betting and the actual games that we're watching as heavily as it is. You cannot watch any sporting event and not have an ad in the second quarter, betting propaganda on the field or on the court. Then, whenever the game goes to commercial, they have betting commercials. And then, even in the pregame and the postgame, segments are sponsored by sports betting companies, right? It is absolutely everywhere. It's here to stay. And I understand that. But where I have a problem is the NBA announced last week that they are integrating DraftKings and FanDuel and making sure that you can make live bets in League Pass. It's nothing sacred anymore. Like, this is very dangerous for a couple reasons. Today, I'm recording this, it's MLB opening day. Shohei Ohtani is in a gambling scandal. One of the biggest athletes in the world is now getting caught up in gambling. We saw a couple days ago, Jontay Porter. He's now under investigation because of irregularities in his betting props. Two things about that. One, if you're betting on Jontay Porter props, seek help. I'll put the line right here. Please call them and seek help and get attention. Two, what did you think was going to happen? You pushed all of this gambling stuff all to the forefront. And I think that somehow people in the league were going to get involved. And it's very interesting that the league is here in this point because the NBA was one of the first sports leagues in America to partner and have like an official partnership with a sports book. And that happened in 2014 with them and FanDuel. And that wasn't 10 years after they had an entire gambling scandal in the NBA Finals. And not even a decade later, they're just like, oh, yeah, we'll be okay. Like, the money's coming in. And it seemed it's just a lack of self-awareness on the NBA's part at that time. And now we're nearly 20 years since that moment, and it's popping up again. Adam Silver has a decision to make, but it's going to be one of the easiest decisions that he ever has. If it comes out that Jontay Porter did what they say he did, he's banned for life. He cannot play in the NBA anymore. He cannot associate himself anymore. He should not be able to have a League Pass account to where he can make live bets. That is something that can't happen because the integrity of the game is already being pushed right now. I've seen fans heckle and be rude and just talk reckless to players for much less. Just go ask Isaiah Thomas.
I'm sorry, I just wanted a Frosty.
And a couple weeks ago, Rudy Gobert literally looked at a referee and did the money sign. If you have players looking around giving signals like, oh, this is rigged, right? This is scripted, which has been a running joke in the NFL for 2 years now, that's a problem. You can't have people think that this is something that is scripted or something that is predetermined. The whole allure of sports is that I don't know what happens. We're watching live. We don't know what's happening. It's the greatest unknown, and it's the best part of sports, to be completely shocked and surprised by the outcome. But if people feel like it's not real, then we have a problem. And I'm 100% sure that people in the past, across all sports leagues everywhere, players, referees, anybody associated, has bet, has gambled, has done all this, but it hasn't come out yet. And in that sense, ignorance is bliss. You can't have the people know or else your entire operation goes down. And so the fact that everybody has a Prize Picks account, a FanDuel account, a DraftKings account, and you can make 18 million different parlays and try to turn $5 into 100, which let's talk about that right now. You are not getting rich from sports betting. That's not going to happen. Professional gamblers, the best in the world, they don't even win like 60% of all the bets that they make. And you think that you're going to make a lottery ticket every night trying to pick out 4 or 5 things that are going to happen? You don't know. And that is exactly my point, is that nobody knows what's going to happen. But if we feel like we do, then it's an issue. Sports as a whole is really like live theater. But with all this gambling and all the talk about where everybody thinks it is, you might start getting the sense that it's WWE and it's scripted. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with WWE. It's fantastic. But if I'm paying to see live theater and see the opera, they better not roll out a screen and show me Succession, because that's not what I'm here for. And that's what we're on the path to if this gambling stuff doesn't stop. That's all I got for you today. If you're still here, appreciate it, right? Like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. And leave some questions in the comments. I feel like even though that's video 1, I feel like, we're already a family. We're like this, right? We're locked in. So send in some questions. We can get a Q&A thing going. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.